What's up guys, Andrew here. Today I'll be reviewing the new HP Envy M6 P113DX. This is one of the few notebooks that features AMD's latest APU, which goes by the codename of Carrizo. This new APU promises better processing and graphics performance, while using less energy, which equals a better performing notebook all around. Let's get started by getting the specs out of the way. This notebook features the new AMD FX 8800P Carrizo, which is the top of the line mobile chip from AMD for 2015. You also get the AMD R7, 6 gigs of RAM, a 15.6 inch touchscreen display with a resolution of 1366 by 768. The retail price of this notebook is $659. However, with Best Buy's weekly promotions, you can sometimes find this notebook on sale for $599 or $549. I'll keep you guys posted on the price in the comment section down below. The design and build quality of the new HP Envy M6 is pretty slick and stylish. The top lid and the surrounding areas are all made of aluminum. The weight comes in at 5.03 pounds and its thickest point is 0.93 inches. The bottom section of this notebook is made out of plastic. Here are your two bottom facing speakers, rubber feet, exhaust vents, and your last row of rubber feet. On the back side you have an additional vent for your fan. And for design aesthetics, these speaker holes produce no sound, they're just here for looks. Let's take a look at the interior. The palm rest is also made out of aluminum and it looks and feels great. This notebook just looks very stylish for its price point. Just like the Asus X205TA that I reviewed a while back, this notebook opens and closes with the bottom of the display pushing towards the table. It just feels weird at first. My guess is they probably want this notebook to position like a desktop keyboard. Here are the ports here on the left side of the notebook. Here goes your AC charging port, gigabit Ethernet, full-size HDMI, a whopping 3 USB 3.0 ports, headset microphone jack combo, and your SD card reader. The nice thing about this SD card reader is the SD card is almost flush mount with the notebook, making it easy to travel with. On the right side of the notebook you have one USB 2.0 port and your Kensington security lock slot. Thanks to the strong rigid frame on the inside, there is very minimal keyboard flex. Next up is display performance. This notebook features a 15.6 inch TN panel with a resolution of 1366 by 768. It's kind of disappointing because it's not that sharp and crisp like a 1080p display, but it's not that bad either. With that being said, I did wish HP would at least give us an option to get the 1080p panel. I would be more than happy to pay $100 extra for a higher res panel. The color calibration out of the box was a bit off. It just felt too cool. Once calibrated with my Spider 4 Pro, the color was much better. The color saturation is just about average compared to notebooks in its price range. The Adobe sRGB came in at 66%, and the Adobe RGB came in at 50%. If you plan on working on Photoshop for color accuracy, then I would look elsewhere. Touchscreen performance has been a smooth experience. Finger scrolling and tapping on links has been very accurate. However, at this price point, I would have let the consumer make the choice of either getting an HD Touch or a Full HD non-touch for the same price. That would have been a win-win situation for HP and the consumer. Since this is a TN panel, the viewing angles are going to be limited. And keep in mind, this is a glossy panel that is extremely reflective, so keep this notebook away from those bright windows and lighting. The typing experience on this notebook was decent. I really wish HP would have gave us more key travel because during the whole week, it just felt like the key travel was hitting the rock bottom. With that being said, I did get adjusted to it, but I'm still nowhere near my average typing speed. The nice thing about this keyboard is you do get a caps lock LED light and a 10 key numeric keypad for those of you that like to crunch a lot of numbers. Yes, you do get a backlit keyboard, but there are no multiple brightness settings. Trackpad performance is pretty smooth and precise. It's large like the size of an iPhone 4. And the surface offers great feedback. Tracking and two-finger scrolling is smooth like butter. Overall, the new trackpad is a big improvement over the older Control Zone trackpads. Next up is the star of the show. This notebook features the latest 6th gen AMD FX 8800P APU, which is based on the all-new Carrizo architecture. The performance from this quad-core chip has been excellent. It's clocked at 2.1 GHz with turbo boost up to 3.4 GHz. AMD really stepped it up this year with this APU. From web browsing, programming, video editing, to even some medium-duty gaming, this APU offers great performance for the money. AMD's A-series chips has always been good compared to its Intel counterparts, but these new chips offer great efficiency and the graphics performance has been bumped up as well. The biggest improvement overall is the battery consumption. It's been vastly improved thanks to the all-new Carrizo architecture. The overall temps on this notebook, based on my experience, was great. Under regular usage, the CPU and fans ran cool and efficient. Even when I was gaming with Battlefield 4, I did not notice any extreme temps while playing. I wish I could show you guys the temps, but there are no programs as of today that are able to read these new AMD chips. The new AMD R7 features 8 GPU cores, and its performance has been very good. Games like Dirt Rally, Tomb Raider, and Battlefield 4 all ran on low to medium settings without a hiccup. And if you act quick, Bestbuy currently has a promo where they'll give you 2 free games that can be redeemed at the AMD website. You can choose games like Lego Batman, Dirt Rally, and Tomb Raider, just to name a few. Alright, let's go and test out Dirt Rally running at 1366 by 768 on low settings. As you can see here, I'm getting around 30 to 34 frames per second, and the game is running pretty smooth overall. You can kick it up to medium settings, but the frame rate will drop to around 26 to 29 frames per second. And our last test here is Battlefield 4 running at 1366 by 768 on low settings. At the end of the day, this AMD R7 offers great solid performance for light to medium duty gaming. I did not expect Battlefield 4 to run this good, especially on a laptop that only costs $600. Remember to go to your AMD Control Center and update your drivers for the best performance. You can also fine-tune some of your settings here for a better gaming experience. This laptop features a 3-cell 48 Wh battery pack, and you can expect around 4.5 to 5.5 hours out of full charge with medium screen brightness. And that's with basic productivity like browsing the web, Netflix, and word processing. Here's a quick shot of the internal components of the new HP Envy M6 P113DX. The first component is your 1TB drive running at 5400 RPM. This thing is so slow, I would recommend you upgrade to SSD ASAP for better overall system response and battery life. Next up is your 2 DIMM slots for your RAM. Right now there's one 4GB stick and one 2GB stick. For better performance, I would go ahead and upgrade to 8GB of RAM or go all out to 16GB. The Broadcom 802.11n Wi-Fi card has been trouble-free. During my online Battlefield 4 missions, the overall connection was rock solid. The only major con I have on this wireless card was the range. It just felt limited compared to other laptops in this category. The fan noise on this notebook during light to medium duty use was very low. I could barely hear it. Now fire up some games like Battlefield 4 and you'll start to hear this fan spinning. There are 2 bottom-facing Bang & Olufsen speakers, and they sound pretty good for a notebook around this price range. Lows and mids have a decent kick thanks to the onboard mini subwoofer, and the overall sound levels are acceptable. Here's a quick sound test in action. Hey, what's up guys? Andrew here, testing out the webcam on the new HP M6, which features the new AMD FX processors. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Let's get to the conclusion of the HP Envy M6 P113DX. The new AMD APU offers great solid performance with improved battery life over its predecessor. The AMD R7 gives the casual gamer a pretty capable card as shown earlier in my gaming demos, and this is with the first set of drivers. Hopefully HP and AMD will fine-tune their driver support, and this AMD chip has the potential to perform even better. Overall, the new HP Envy M6 offers a solid package for the price if you can catch it on sale for $599 or less. At the full price point of $659, I would pass. The biggest bummer here is not having an option of a full HD 1080p panel. Like I said earlier, at least give the consumer the option of either choosing a non-touch full HD or HD touch for the same price. Or better yet, offer full HD touch for $100 more. Alright guys, this completes my full review on the new HP Envy M6. If you guys enjoyed it, please be sure to hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.